Cancel culture is real simple. Everyone now has a rock. And there's a big window. Someone throws a rock at that window, and you're like, well, I'll fucking throw my rock too. And that's what happens.
Yeah.
People just, whether or not they have a strong opinion on something or not, they just decide that's the spot we're throwing the rocks.
Right.
And they just chuck the rocks.
Right.
And then they feel like they have some sort of if a politician gets taken down, they're like, look, I helped.
Right.
Look at my Twitter feed. My
Right.
Twitter feed's filled with calling that guy a piece of shit.
I was the first one. I
Yeah.
was the first one that did it. I think that you mentioned, was it happened in the debate? Kamala Harris was she like launched a petition or publicly was calling for Twitter to delete President Trump's account.
Yeah.
And she really, really made a big deal out of this, did a whole media tour, like all this, called out Elizabeth Warren, all this stuff. I was asked about it by a reporter shortly after she had made this announcement. I had not even heard of it. Like, oh, what do you think about Kamala Harris calling on Twitter to cancel Trump's Twitter account? I said, well, I disagree with not everything, but a lot of what Trump says, but freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. So no, I completely disagree with her. And the response from her campaign spokesperson, no kidding, Tulsi Gabbard echoes Fox News talking points. Freedom of Fox News is saying, oh, well, what about freedom of speech?
By the way, Richard Spencer loves her.
Right. But that's like, this is where we're at. Like just saying, hey, freedom of speech. You're the president, whether you're the president of the United States or you're the guy sweeping the floor in the White House, I will stand up and fight for your freedom of speech. I may disagree, and I may disagree publicly and strongly, but we've got to draw the line here for freedom of speech and being able to have this dialogue and discourse where we can. And I think that we should debate strongly and maybe passionately about some of these issues, not seeing that as a bad thing. That's been the strength of our country.
It'll be